Hello. Before we get started, let's have a quick quiz. What is the name of this defender that made 70 appearances for Cardiff and scored 6 goals? Answers in the comments. Right, let's get into it. We've got a new manager, Sabri Lamouchi. He's been managing for just over 10 years. He's got a bit of a no-nonsense reputation as a manager. Nottingham Forest fans don't have a bad word to say against him, although they did end up sacking him. Be interested to see how he gets on here. Right at the end of the transfer window, virtually the last hour, we signed Sory Kaba, a 27-year-old centre-forward on loan to us until the end of the season from FC Midtjylland in Norway Superligaen. So let's have a quick look at him in action. Oké, here we go.
Hij trapt hem zo. Op deze manier in de voeten van Mercier. Kaba met de kans. Kaba met de 0-3. Ze maken het helemaal af en Sory Kaba.
Brugge, hier is de norm meegelopen. Komt er een voorzet of niet? Hier is Kaba! Flux aanval van OH Leuven en eindelijk nog eens één goede...
Isn't it? Let's have a look at this. This was interesting. A bit of a battle at the corner flag. Strong, good hold-up play. Be nice if he was what we were missing when Kiefer left for Bournemouth. I thought this was quite interesting. He was on loan last season to OH Leuven, made 19 appearances and scored 10 goals, which is a bloody good return. So on to today's press conference with Sabri Lamouchi. I found it interesting that Lamouchi says that Sory Kaba hasn't been in training yet. He's not even in Cardiff at the moment. Lamouchi doesn't appear to know a lot about him at all, other than the last game he played was in November, which I didn't realise. But you can read all about that. Lamouchi press conference hall. If you go to CardiffCityForum.com, it's right here, Lamouchi press conference. Well worth a read. Some interesting stuff in there today. So let's have a look at the reaction from the fans after the Luton loss the other night. Right here, post-match reaction, Luton. A lot of fans pretty upset. A cruel defeat for Bluebirds on the road, which it was, I think. If Cardiff's performance tonight is setting the tone for the remainder of the season, then they're finishing rock bottom of the league. Never mind getting relegated, because that was absolutely woeful, says James Thomas on Twitter. The scrap at full time is the only positive I'm taking from today. Yeah, there was a bit of a shoving match at the end of the game. I wouldn't call it a scrap, but McGuinness was definitely unhappy about something. TDA says Ruben Colwill, a wasted substitution, a big fairy. He did throw himself to the ground more than anything else, which is a strange. The Blues are going down, says CCFCRC27. People are not very confident at the moment. We scored 1 goal in 6 league games, and that was against a dreadful Wigan team we allowed back into the game. Our form in front of goal is nothing short of pathetic. 0 threat, says Popeye. Yeah. Soft as shit, we are big trouble, says Matt on Twitter. Ruben Cole is a complete luxury player, says Blue Nugs. Hope the ref sends Morris off after the whistle. Threw the ball at McGuinness. Says View from the Ninian. Face Paint says 2 games in hand and just 3 points below us, Huddersfield and Blackpool. Yeah, that's not good. Cymru84 says Colwill reminds me of a baby giraffe that has just been born and is trying to walk for the first time. Not sure if it's linked to his infamous growth spurt, but he has absolutely no coordination. He's coming for some flack. Let's see, Clody, a new member on CardiffCityForum.com, says you can put any manager you like in there. It comes down to the players and lack of quality throughout the camp. Ponty and Pop says gutted. I saw a lot more commitment tonight. We deserved a draw. Our luck has to change. Yeah, I agree with that. I did see, I think we did, there was more commitment on the pitch, a lot more fight. I think Sabri Lamouchi has probably said to them, we got to go out there, especially away from home, and if we've got to win ugly, that's what we've got to do. Barry Shitpiece says that was nowhere near our worst performance this season. Not happy losing, but that was literally the first game Sabri Lamouchi would have seen us play. He'll have learned an awful lot from that, I'm sure, and the game's coming up. I just hope he can see a way of getting us out of trouble. Yeah, me too. Comment from me said a fit O'Dowda might have won us that tonight, and I do believe it. I believe that we were that close to holding on at the end. A point away from home against a decent Luton side. Martin John says, in hindsight, letting a novice manager rebuild the squad on peanuts wasn't the brightest idea. If Sabri didn't know what kind of job he's in for, he certainly knows now. McGuinness was standout again. At least we saw some fight at the end. Let's hope we can get a striker and left back over the line. Our survival probably depends on it. Yeah, we'll be looking at freebies for left backs at the moment, and hopefully Sory Kaba will do the business up front for us. So here we are in the table here. Just above the relegation zone. 2 games in hand, Huddersfield and Blackpool. It's not looking good, is it? Hopefully they don't advance on us, but we shouldn't be relying on that, should we? Jamie Anderson said, drama at the end came over again. Ayatollah and clapped the boot. He's a class act. I wish we could have got Cody Drama again. Too good for us now. Too good for the championship. And finally, Lamouchi said after the game, I think in the first half we deserved to score and we didn't. Ryan saved a penalty. Great save, by the way. We were probably thinking we were close to the clean sheet, to the point and to the draw. We need to fight until the last minute. I'm disappointed for the boys because they fought. Yeah, he's absolutely right there. And I think we'll be seeing more of that in future under this manager. And if you're a Cardiff City fan, head on over to my shop, sportswag.co.uk, and see what takes your fancy. Free delivery on all orders. Go on and take a look. sportswag.co.uk.
A little cluster of 5 yellow shirts in that box. Whittingham! Oh, it's brilliant!